Hey everyone, Clueless Dad here with my son. Today is part 2 of our travel vlog from our New Zealand trip. So you may recall from part 1 that my kid was cast in a TV commercial that shot in New Zealand, so we got a free trip to New Zealand. And here is the second part of our trip. After we finished filming, we had a couple days off, so I got a rental car, which was a Holden Commodore. Hey everyone, day 5 in New Zealand. We have the day off. We got a rental car, and check it out. We are on Coronet Peak, which is actually up here in the clouds. So we stopped halfway up at this lookout, and it is quite a look. Pretty cool. You can see the lake. I forgot the name of the lake. The lake over there, and Queenstown is over here, I think, and pretty cool. So far, really enjoying New Zealand. Got to come back when we have more time because there's too much to see. And I haven't seen any hobbits lately, but I totally get the feeling like I'm in Middle Earth. After that, we headed over to the small town of Glenorchy, which is further down the shore of Lake Wakatipu, and as you can see, I have a lot of trouble remembering how to pronounce that name correctly. Wakatipu. Hey everyone, greeting you from the town of Glenorchy, which is on Lake Wakatipu. Hey everyone, Clueless Dad here. I'm greeting you from the shores of Lake Wakatipu in the town of Glenorchy, which is up the shore from Queenstown here in South Island, in the Southland part of the South Island of New Zealand. So we are having fun here on this little, I guess you could call it a beach, little sandbar gravel thing. There were a bunch of kids jumping off of the little pier here, even though it's pretty cold. I think they stopped because they were freezing. Anyway, we're having a great time here. The views are pretty spectacular. It's getting a little darker now. It's late in the afternoon, but especially on the way in, there was rain and then sun coming out, and it was actually pretty nice. So having a great time here in New Zealand. See you guys at the next stop. We spent the next day doing an all-day drive to the nearby Lake Wanaka, which is about 90 minutes drive, and then there's a lake Hawea next to it and some national parks. So first in Wanaka, we saw the famous Wanaka tree. Not exactly sure why this tree is famous, but it's famous because it's a tree in the lake. Wanaka. The Wanaka tree. Next up, we drove by Lake Hawea, which is also a glacier lake up in the mountains. Pretty awesome. Hey everyone, Lake Hawea. This is our last day in New Zealand, getting in some sightseeing in the rental car before we head out to Hong Kong tomorrow. Pretty impressive, right? I like it. Okay. Having a great time here in New Zealand. See you guys at the next stop. Our final destination were the Blue Pools in Mount Aspiring National Park. Here we are at the Blue Pools. Very cool. Actually, it looks kind of green from this angle, but from above it looks pretty blue. So that was basically our day trip, and then of course we drove back and enjoyed the sunset and dinner in Queenstown. Sunset on our last night in Queenstown. So in our last day in Queenstown, we had to return the car, enjoy the town a little bit more before we flew back to Hong Kong. So all in all, an awesome trip. I want to thank all the people we worked with on the commercial for the opportunity. So I'm not going to name them, but basically the client and the agency and all the production people we work with in New Zealand, they were all super nice. And last but not least, thanks to my son for being so cute that he was able to get us a free trip Actually, not just a free trip. We actually got paid to go too, so it's even better. To New Zealand for this TV commercial, which he's not even going to be in. But basically, it was a really amazing opportunity. So hopefully we get chances like that again in the future. But even if we don't, I would totally be willing to pay for a trip to New Zealand because it was pretty amazing. So anyway, that's enough for this vlog. See you guys next time. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a thumbs up here on the Clueless Dad. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Okay, maybe not. Bye. And so we got a 1-week trip to New Zealand.